What's up guys, Wraec here with another live stream and today Awakening session. Honestly, bit of a problem. Not really with the content itself, but with the video. I thought I'll just do a few Awakens today and then I made like a video. So I made like a little Awakening video already. And then I was like, kind of do want to do some more Awakens. I didn't want to make part 2 of Awakened video, so now we are here doing a live stream, and I thought, like, well, let's do an event live stream too. So it is. Yeah, already a little bit of stuff happened. We already did a few very high value summons. We are already at 18,000 points. I don't know what we were aiming for. Like, maybe we just do more than those guys. Just do, like, place 2. 60k? Something like that. Set ourselves up there. Because we want to be in top 5. I know there is still one more guy pushing afterwards. So, we kind of need to get rid of these 2. Which is already cruel. So we're going for a little bit of a competitive one this time. No SSS stone. No SSS stone. I could, but I think my guildmate's going for it. So, yeah, we're going for SS Stone. S tier is not enough. We don't really care for S tier too much. Like, for many heroes on my account, S tier doesn't feel good enough. It sadly is the case. We are fairly well set up. We got like still 700,000 CSG here and plus ton of copies we can actually retire. We do have to do the event first. I think we start off with the event. That is probably what makes sense. Thing with the event is again Kaklish of Illusion, which means Illusion Leaderboard, which also means Glorious Treasury, with not the announced 240,000 Origin Infusion Stone. They had this in the screenshot and announcement for the event, that you would get 240,000 of those, which was a little bit insane. But no, it was just like a typo, and yeah, it's 240,000 Grimoire Origin Essence. What we need to do is we kind of need to get VIP XP. And I thought we'll just go with some stuff first that I just want to have, that I need. And we're starting off with just some purchases here for Dawn Plan, because I thought I would wait, because they haven't really introduced the new stones in here yet, but I don't think I want to do that anymore. So we're going to go with Redstone, I think, for this. Can select that. I think we're also going to go with Purple Stone. And then I don't really want to go with any of the essences. I don't really want to go with any of the cores, though there is merit to doing that. There is merit to doing that. There is actually a point to doing that. The new stuff isn't in here, the rest isn't really interesting, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with that, because that's 280,000 times 12 for the Spiritual Essence, so this will set us up with Spiritual Essence. We are going to go with that. We are going to do this purchase. We are going to do the times 2 here as well, the times 4, and then we're going to go with the times 6, and this is already giving us a ton of VIP XP and sets us up here for the Dawn Campaign Fund. And then there is another purchase that is actually also quite insane that we can go for. And that is not in here actually. Wait a second. Newbie Growth Plan. And I want to go with the Newbie Growth Plan last bonus rewards. Not the middle one. The middle one. Is there anything good in there? I guess it's mostly beginner stuff, right? Some puppets. Basic materials. Basic treasure selection chests, not the festival ones. Yeah, what I want to have is the last one, because that one actually includes 4 million Crystal of Transcendence right here. So, kind of want to go with that. So we're going to get that, which is going to instantly give us 4 million. And we're going to get a very, very juicy message here now. 4 million of both, basically. So we take that. And with that, we are already at how much VIP XP? 4,500. So not bad at all. The multipliers for that is actually times 12, the number it says on the side. I can answer that. So it basically just adds up. The times 2 multiplier. So you would think it works like, okay, you get the times 2 multiplier, then you get the times 4 multiplier, and then it's times 6 in the end. It's actually not. So like if we now go ahead, we can claim here a little bit. How much do we have? which material can we use? Okay, let's check this out. We got 170 of the red material here, 170 enabling infusion stone. And if we claim that now, the 170 enabling infusion stone, and we go into the Dawn plan, we can say it says 170 right here. So times 12, what is the 170 times 12? Mass. Give me a second, times 12. 2040. And if we now claim, you can see 2040. So it is times 12. Yeah. Darth Barrow, welcome. So that's already a very nice purchase here for us. We of course kind of want to get another 500. I don't know. Can we get that? How much is the... That's exactly 500. That also sucks. That's a bit of the problem. That also kind of sucks. So I don't know if we want to go with that. Is there a better purchase that we can do? Is there something that's a bit more fancy? Not even 20x tiers noob. Yeah, I mean, we are working on it. We are fairly well prepared to build another one if we want to. We got like SSS puppets. Which Toad didn't get before because he fell asleep. Ha! Way bigger account than him now. Just kidding. Just kidding. So the question is, how do we fill the 500? I'm like not opposed to doing it with the daily packages, but then again, that also kind of sucks because this is 250. So that is kind of bad. What do we even do? Like, what's the best 100 package? I'm seriously, and I talked about this in the past, if I just have to get VIP XP, I'm now struggling to find the packs that make any sense. The second chest, do you mean like this? But this makes no sense. There is nothing in here. There is nothing in here. I don't want to get CI mats. I don't want to get gold. How much gold is that even? How much gold is that? Wait. So that's... I have no separator there. So that's million. That's 1.2 billion gold. Is that 1.2 billion gold? So 1,200 million. I mean, that isn't even much for our account. It still is a serious chunk though. Like, that's insane amounts of gold. Why is this so stupid? Why is this stupid amounts of gold, ladies and gentlemen? That makes no sense. Yeah, but there are no materials in here. There are no materials in here. I don't even know. Like, I can select, but I don't think it makes sense. What do we have here? That's 20. And I don't think it makes sense, right? Ooh, it does have... Those aren't a lot of chests, right? I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense, guys. I don't think it makes sense. Yeah, I don't see it. Fairly well, the promo stones is nice. I think it kind of can fix a few resource problems at the beginning. So I don't think it's bad. I think it actually works towards you. So it is decent. I mean, obviously, I always do the Flora's Picnic one. That was never good for me. Was never good for me. But all the ones that are right here, you know, the cool events, this stuff, this was what you used to go for as a whale. As a whale, when you were like, okay, and we just need power, I want to be better than everybody else, then you were used to buy those. I don't see anybody buying those anymore. Because you would have to be stupid to buy 25 treasure train tickets or precious pages or whatever for 100 USD, because it's just too insane. And nothing here is worth it. Like, that's 1.5 million Stellar for 100 USD. Like, that's too stupid. No, we didn't buy the Plows package yet. We also have to buy like the small packs, the CSG packs here. And by the way, Norton Hague and PDE treasures, fairly good ones. Norton Hague looks very, very cool. PDE, I think a few people underestimated. I think she will be very, very, very interesting. I think we're going to go with just 2 card packs for the moment. I think that's fine. Yeah. And we can go privilege card, obviously. How long do we have? Oh, we could do what we could do. We could make this privilege card a bit longer. And then we could just go for daily pack. Get ourselves like a few more hammers over here, because hammers we can always need. And that should honestly do it. Privilege card extended. We got the origin artifact chest. We got a ton of treasures. Let's claim everything. It lacks. PD treasures. Nice. It's the PDE pink one that I saw that many people, I think, underestimate. There's so much stuff that we get right here. See, we got 56 treasure coupons. 56. That's stupid. One of glorious relics. Okay, it's a ton of stuff. That's a ton of stuff. Did you get Newbie Golf Plan? Yeah, I got that. I got the last wing for 4 million Crystal of Transcendence, 4 million Stellar. Just because we need to build more Transcendence heroes for this. One orange treasure seems insane. For PDE, we can quickly go over that. I think it was like Weaponry of Rella 3. And the thing that I thought was insane, and I don't know if it's too clear. After releasing an active skill, there's a 50% chance to draw one random unrevealed trick and trigger an additional effect based on the type drawn. And I'm just wondering, because the tricks for PDE is like her main mechanic. She'll have like 3 different tricks, and she pulls one of those, and that one is active for the round. And then all her stuff, all her active skills and passive and core, everything works based on that trick. And I wonder if that is going to give her a second active trick. And that would be insane. Or if it's just going to be this effect. If it's just going to say like, okay, you draw the trick and then you have like all damage reduction. Or if it's really going to give her 2 tricks. 2 tricks would be insane. 2 tricks would be insane. This is just like the same that she already has, but some more effects. Excalibur, welcome! And this is a weird one, man. Ella releases active skill, 25% chance to increase the duration of one random control effect on one random controlled enemy by 1 round. I think this is weird. This is niche. This is cool. And probably worthless. I'll be honest. Probably worthless. So we have to see. And this again is triggered when ally dodges. So we can really go into dodge with that. This is probably honestly pretty nice. Because fairly high damage. We got some buffs in here. We got shield. And you can trigger this like ton of times. Whereas Snow, he's slacking somehow. I don't think I told him that we are going to do a stream. And then we had the other one, which was... where is it? Yeah, which was Norton. Norton has like extra damage and reduces all damage reduction and control immunity now. Pretty massive debuffs. And then I think they have like this healing charm stuff. I had one really interesting one. Basic attack, extra damage, okay. This one. At the end of each round, 40% chance to respectively stun 4 random enemies for 3 rounds. So he gets like passive CC. The thing interesting that I wanted Maria to have is now on Norton Hake. And now he can stun every single round. Just passive stun. This is really good. Because that actually makes Norton Hake a pretty great CC hero. Makes him a pretty great CC hero. And then we have like, for the heal stuff and everything, we have healing curses en masse. So this one, if Surface Seal Erosion consumes 1 layer to additionally inflict healing charm on the target. So we now get healing curses. I think I'm not sure. Because they said healing charm here, I think they mean healing curse. I think every time they say healing charm, they mean healing curse here as well. I think this is just like a wrong translation. And we have Guardian Shadow, negates damage from the next attack. Turns into healing, so he basically becomes a little bit of an armorer. So this is like really, really interesting what we can do now with him. Excalibur with the membership! Thank you, mate! Really appreciate it! Thank you! That is pretty great. Membership always helps, always nice to see. We got Norton Hake somewhere. Wait, where's my bloody Norton Hake? There. So we got a pretty good copy of him. We got like SS tier with 95 speed. Not super great roll, but I think we could set something up. We could pretty much set something up, I think. I think that could be pretty interesting. But we have to do that, well, not now. How far are we Moonlight Gift? We didn't max it out. I kind of do want to max it out. Google with the membership 2 months now. Thanks a lot, Snowy says. You get a gifted one first. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. Let's get one Flora's Picnic here. One time we get that. And then let's go for the contract story chest that we just got. We got like the random reward chest. There it is. Let's see what we can get. 2,950 is not bad, guys. 2,950 is not bad. And it's pretty fun, by the way. The random reward chest filter, I really like that. Because those are the chests that you can just like go ahead and you can just open them. So if you have those in your bag, you don't need to save those up for anything. You can just go ahead and open those. Get yourself some rewards easily. It's like random reward filter. Sometimes there's good stuff in here. Sometimes there's good stuff in here. I kind of ignored those filters for the beginning. But I guess it can be really good. Random reward filter. Pretty nice. Okay, so now we got the ×4. Pukmas, welcome! Thank you for the membership. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. Let's see. So we got another one. We got the... Oh, those are the selection chests. I don't even know what we're going to do. Oof. Now we got a selection chest, guys. We got a selection chest. That is too much. I don't know what we're going to do with like Weaponry of Valor with Sacred Worship selection chests. Do we go Star Alchemist Thomas Young with those? Oh, I don't even know. I didn't plan on that. Do we go for... I mean, obviously, right? We have to get this one. This is like 100%. I think with the second chest, we have to get this one. There's no question about it. But what we do with the other ones, I kind of have to do like a leaderboard now, I think. Maybe tier list? Treasure tier list? Oh, I don't know, guys. Can we do that? It's really complicated, is the problem. Because we basically just received like 5 chests, and I would need to do like a leaderboard for every single one of those. And that's a bit complicated. Let's mix all of those out as far as we can. We get 2-star on all of those. Yeah, Homes is like the... But the thing is, you don't have to max it out. Like we have 4 relevant treasures. The red ones don't matter. The red ones, they can go to Homes. It's okay. But like, we have 4 relevant treasures. And you don't have to like... If we say we have a great treasure on Homes, we can also then say, okay, maybe we want the pink one of another one though. So like, you can split those chests up. And I think that we are going to get more opportunities to get those chests. So we're going to become really important to know whether Fairy Queen Vessar treasure is better than LFA treasure. So that's, I think, is the thing. So we have to kind of compare those, and you always can go like, you get 1 chest for the pink ones, you get 1 chest for like Weaponry of Valor 1. So we have to compare basically all the Weaponry of Valor 1 treasure to each other. We have to compare all the Weaponry of, well, not the Weaponry of Valor 1 treasure, the slot 1 treasures to each other, and then the slot 2 treasures to each other, you know? That is what we have to compare. Did you see the Xia MK streamed about yesterday? No, I didn't see it. Horrible hero to build to X tier, I have to say. Really bad skills for that. Okay, so we got that done. I think with the card clash, we got all the cards. We can just purchase those. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and smash it, right? Because we just want to get some of those coins. Oh, I already smashed it. I wanted to check the rewards. I wanted to check the rewards and I already hit the smash button. Now we are on 19. Oh, we are on 19 and we are like... that's so bad. Why is it so... We didn't even have like a lot. Being on 19 is kind of low. But then again, it's day 1, right? I think we never got like the stage. But didn't we usually clear 19? I feel like usually we cleared 19. So it's a bit of a low roll, I reckon. Because usually we don't get to 20. We get to 20 later in the week, but not right now. She's outdated for even A-, but she was my first damage dealer. I have so many videos with SFX. I used to have like a big SFX. We had A- SFX. It used to be like the only hero that could clear Void Vortex. But now the problem is in many game modes, like the dodge doesn't work. It's not really worth the it's not really worth the effort because you have so much dodge offset. But the dodge video will be another one. We're going to go for that. Glorious Treasury. Got 0. Oh yeah, okay. Wait. Yeah, we have to claim our loot, of course. And it's lagging. Oof. There's 1 million Crystal of Transcendence in there. I never thought about that. Got, of course, the chest to be minus cost. There's 2 million. That's actually really good. Like before, I didn't really think about it. I was like, okay, we got some Crystal of Transcendence, but there's 2 million in there? It's really good. That's really, really good. And then we have Starlight Melody. That was maxed already. Because I don't even know why we got extra points there. Because it was maxed already through Awakens alone. I had 1,500 Awakens in there. So that was not even a question. Because the max points is 1,500. With that, it's 13,500. And now, of course, we can open 2 of those. This is 26 only? 2026. Oh, 2026 pink one or orange one. Very difficult. 8-tier Soulbound Melissa. You posted it on Reddit. I saw it. I saw it. It had like 7,800 attack on the Melissa. Wasn't that something like that? It was pretty crazy. I saw a pretty huge attack. So we got this one next. Ooh, I think for the orange one. Mage Ranger. Ooh, holy damage. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mage Ranger. Holy damage. 100%. Okay, we're going to go for orange. 2 orange chests, or what was that? Was that 2 orange chests? I hope this is 2 orange chests. Yeah, 2 orange chests, okay. And let's go for that twice, and then we can max out this one treasure save. Nice. I don't know how many we need. Selection. Oh, we should check first. Did they do whale stuff? Mastercard, no, okay. Yeah, then let's go Origin. Let's go Origin. Super dodge build. Ooh, yeah, there is like a ton of dodge that you can go for in the game. Like there are a ton of sources, and we now have a ton of things that interact with it. There is a ton of things that we can go for that can actually interact with it. So if you go for PDE treasures that has interaction with it, the new Tree of Origin infusions have stuff that interacts with it, and I think there was something else too. Well, Star Soul, obviously. Tentacle Star Soul also interacts with it. So you can do like a ton of dodge, and we have artifact for dodge as well. So you can stack dodge, and you have sigils which also can get dodge. But the problem is dodge offset. Ton of dodge offset. Actually really crazy. I actually don't think she's a bad hero at all, but I made it for fun, not for meta, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, she is... Like, she has good skills. I think we have some heroes in the game where the initial idea of the hero no longer really works. So like when SFX was released, you would just get your one dodge, and that dodge would basically nearly always work. And then we got like a little bit of dodge offset from the Star Spawns, but now it went to the extent that we have like 50% dodge offset possible from Treasure Train, and suddenly that dodge is no longer really a defense mechanic that works well. And that part I don't like, and this is probably happening for some of the older heroes, where they were kind of designed a little bit with the state of the game in mind, with like having in mind what the current game offered. And at this point, for some heroes, Starving Jar are the same, for example, this is so massively outdated in the kit design that they really need a ton of help from other stuff. And I don't think that the Treasure Train or the treasures, necessarily the updated ones, were enough to save heroes like Starving Jar or SFX. More so even true for Starving Jar, who just is designed to be slow and has like this update for everything, and as like the energy gain and everything, that actually helps. So, or used to help when you struggle to get like a ton of CI offset, but now you can get that. So having like super fast CC is no better than like having slow CC and stacking it up and having then a chance to CC stuff. Dodge is so much better than it used to be. No, I don't think so. You can get more dodge, but the amount of dodge offset in the meta is way higher. So that's actually more of an issue. That's nice though. 1.2 million spiritual essence, I definitely take it. 3.7 million stellar, also going to help. And we got a ton of chests. I like that. Okay, do we open the chests? Do we just start by opening a few of those chests? I think it is actually nice. Oh wait, let's buy stuff first. Let's buy stuff first. We have 150 right here. I mean, obviously we can't do this anymore. Oh, I think I've actually hurt my progress a little bit with that. Because I didn't really care about extra Transcendence heroes in the past. I didn't really care about it. And so I went and kind of got this chest a lot to just reroll my star spawns. And I didn't even get a good payoff from that. But now I'm seriously lacking like Crystal of Transcendence and all of the other stuff. So that is really bad actually. Yeah. Should have gone for more of that. So let's go, and then we can actually... we also need... I think we mainly need Essence Sublimation active skill, right? I think that is the main one that we need. Because it's for whatever reason the one that the tree takes. So we need more of that. Oh god. I did the same. I remember doing like 2,000 rerolls and I got nothing. I got nothing. So that was like pretty super. Won't you pick the new artifact? Is it in there? Do we want that? Like, I mean, it has to be in there, right? I mean, we start off with the we want the cheap stuff here. That is definitely true. I mean, we could go for that. But on the other hand, I need this artifact probably less than you guys. Because you need it for, like, bulk. But I can just throw 4 burn immune heroes in there. So, that's still the option. I like to get it, though. You guys are right with that. I feel like if I get that now, I kind of don't get enough of the Crystal of Transcendence, and I should probably get that, because nothing matters as much to me right now as getting like the Divine Power up. I think that's really the most important part. Let's just go for it again. I can just go for Crystal of Transcendence and get as much of that as I possibly can. For this one, it's a little bit more difficult. We can get 4, and I mean, I can show you where I am on LFA. So, we can level up. We are right here, Heart Branch, so we can get the next Keystone upgrade, which probably is really good. Because, why does it not have that equipped anymore? Why did it forget about my core infusion? Thank you, game. Yeah, I don't want it to play with the Origin Guardians that I bought. Thank you, I didn't need those. I didn't need those. The point was... I mean, some of the stuff here is really good. If you have the last part here, for example, extra damage equal to 15% of the damage dealt. So I probably want to go for that. The other option that we have is saying, okay, we upgrade the Primal Grimoire first. We are 97 on that though. I mean, the attack boost is huge. But on the other hand, I probably think that we are going to upgrade it anyway. So we don't really have to rush it. I reckon it's better to go for the stones. Hey Wraec, I beat Void Campaign chapter with my 200 million Williams. Now I'm stuck on the Gustin Wraith. Oh, Gustin Wraith is annoying. I mean, if you do have the Storm's Young Treasures, that can help against Gustin. Because if you dove them, they can actually no longer ping. So that will help you if you can do that. That is an option. I think we're just going to go for stones. Just 4 stones, guys. I think that's the smartest thing. For now, at least. We didn't unlock that yet, so I guess back to the start. Going to get more Crystal of Transcendence. Do we even get any Star Soul stuff? What was the last Star Soul? I don't even remember. My god, I turned stupid, guys. Conversion, Netherfish. Is Netherfish maxed? We maxed that? Crazy. Ah, wait, no, they enhanced the Nova, right? And then we didn't actually max the Nova because it has like this stupid debuff. It has this, yeah, it has this one where it removes an attribute buff. We didn't want that. It could go Destiny Trail, but this is actually a Destiny Trail that's great for PvP, not that great if you want to use it in Star Expedition, so I keep it as is. I keep it as is. So we have no use really in that. So just think, let's do that. Let's get like one artifact here, and then we just throw the rest on Crystal of Transcendence. And I think that's the smart choice, guys. That's the smart choice. Oh, we were offline. You did it with Ignatia? That is crazy. I thought it was like a typo and you meant Williams. I never would have thought you meant Ignatia. That's crazy. I didn't think she had an attack. Just kidding. Because she's rather useless, you know. Yeah, okay. We got that. Sacred Workshop we do not now. So what do we do? I think we're now at the summoning phase, right? We can check out the resources very, very quickly. Ooh, we need to get copies. And I actually prepared that. I actually prepared us to get copies. Look at that, 23 million Crystal of Transcendence. Want to know something stupid? Oh, I have to show you guys that because it's so dumb. I was upgrading like my my SQH, and look at that. I have 18 of the purple stones. 18 of those, and I couldn't use them. Do you know why? Because it costs 300,000 Crystal of Transcendence and 300,000 Stellar, and I didn't have any. I had no Crystal of Transcendence, so I couldn't. By upgrading my SQH, I got further away from having better divine power. That was the stupid thing. That was so dumb. And even right now I can't. So now we're just going to go ahead, and I think we're just going to do some 10 bombs. Do we stay with Madeline? Ooh, we could go Basilisk. I kind of want to do Basilisk. Let's do Basilisk. Wukong, we can stay Wukong, right? Wukong is good. I will do Basilisk. What stone are you going for? Well, that's the stone for the Tree of Origin upgrades. I built Melissa and it feels like she's not helping. Well, she has some buffs and then she removes CC pretty well. So that is what she can do. So 1469, wait, let's quickly calculate, divided by 15. So we want to have 98 spheres. 98 spheres is what we are aiming for, guys. Seems a bit stupid, but we want to have 98 spheres. So we got Basilisk copies. We got our first core after like 40, first sphere after like 40 cores, which is a bit stupid. There's another one. Can we get a quad? What do you guys think? Can we get a quad pull? There's triple pull already. Can we get quad pull too? Usually, I think last time we went for Fate. We got like a triple and was it. I should do Guidance. I know I should do Guidance, Mustard. But Guidance is no hype. If I have 90 spheres later in the end, and I have a few triple pulls in between, and I lose out on 7 or 8 spheres, I'm honestly happy, mate. I'm happy. As long as there is a little bit of hype. It's better for... Ooh, let's go! There we go! Quad, guys! Don't tell me to pull Guidance. That's way better for the stream. Let's go! Easy quad pull. That's what I want to see. Gamba, boys. Gamba. Nice. That's great. Let's see if we can get another one back to back. Okay. That was maybe a bit too much. That's pretty cute too. That's pretty cute too. Let's see if we can do it again. I don't know, I think I've only one time pulled 5 spheres. Never 6. If we can do 6, that would be crazy. I want to get 10. I mean, 6 is crazy, but I want to get 10. Ooh, 3, nice. Imagine 10. Just like everything is a sphere. That would be it. That would be crazy. It evens out. Yeah, against infinite. If you have infinite pulls, then both are the same, actually. Then both are the same. But you don't have infinite pulls, so oftentimes you end up with like either a time where you have a few more spheres or you have a few less. And the question is really, can you allow yourself that? And I think, yeah, we can. We can gamble for a bit more, and we can live with having a bit less, whatever happens. So it's not really a problem. At the beginning, it was worse. If you had like 30 cores and your total account was worth like 250k stellar, and you didn't get the sphere, then you were like weaker for a pretty long time. So doing a sphere, a core of transcendence gamble for let's go for fate in back in the day was way more risky. Today it's doesn't really change the amount of stellar on my account. Double basilisk. Or can we get 10 basilisk copies? That must be crazy too. I mean, double basilisk pool is already insane. I want to get 10 basilisk. Or 10 spheres. I'm fine either way. But I'm pretty eager to see if we can even beat fate. Beat guidance. Because right now we have the dry streaks in between. You see the triple pull, you see the quad pull. But you forget there's the dry streaks in between. Awakenings right after. We get the copies right now to do the Awakens. That's the strategy. We have to do Ignatia. I'll be honest. Google says he beat like Void Chapter 10 with it. We have to do Ignatia again. I don't think we did like a lot of stuff with her. I don't think I have seen any, or like a lot of videos anyway, really, with her. So I think we have to go back and do like an Ignatia video. I wanted to get like an ST Ignatia and do a video. But the one copy that was thrown on, there was like 2 copies. One where somehow people bid on her, and it went to like 30k and I didn't want to buy it. And the other one, a guy said, oh, I need quick starry gems, I throw it in the auction house for like 25k. I was like, cool, I'm going to buy it. And then somebody else was faster. So, yeah. We got like a ton of double pulls here. That's actually pretty nice. That's actually pretty nice. More double pulls. More double pulls. That's in a sense also a double pull. There was no double pull. There we got another one. If they continue like this, I need 100 bombs, of course. Because that actually takes a long time to do the course. Triple, let's go. I got another one. I have the feeling we will beat the 98. Even if we got like 3 10 bombs in a row, 4 10 bombs in a row, 5 10 bombs in a row. Okay. 5 10 bombs in a row without a sphere. Holy backspace with way more. Like we're pretty clear on backspace. That was a triple. We're pretty clear on backspace right now because I did the video before. The pattern doesn't matter. The proof is very easy. Because if there is an event where you have to get like 5 stars, it will give you the event rewards in this screen already. So if you have like, if you need like, let's say X amount of 5 stars drawn, and you get like 1 Zongzi or something per 5 star that you draw, in this screen already it will tell you how many 5 stars you got. It will say, okay, 9 or 8, and it will give you 8 of the event rewards. And you can only, of course, know that if it already knows the reward. So it doesn't matter what you do in this screen because it has already decided on what you're going to get. So in this case, we would have gotten 10 because we got 10 5 stars. So in doing those events, you can see that this doesn't matter. Yeah, I also need Stella, I know. But the thing is, I also need Crystal of Transcendence for quite a lot of stuff. And also the upgrades in Destiny Transition, if you go from Core to whatever, to Polystar or Nirvana or whatever, those will also eat Crystal of Transcendence. So that is also a thing. And we had 23 million Stellar still. But I'm actually planning on just keeping the spheres. Because I'm not too sure. I think it's pretty much equal by now. Ooh, let's go! Next squad, ladies and gentlemen. And this time it's a beauty. Because they're right next to each other and we even got a Basilisk. I like that. Second quad pull of the day. I like that luck. That means we're only going to get E- during the Awakenings in a second. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, well, we don't have to upgrade to Nirvana. We have to upgrade to Core. That's everything we need. Nice. Let's go. And a double right after. That is good. So 6 spheres in 20 pulls. I like that. I like that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm just going to keep the spheres, and then we can just decide on whatever I need. I'll just then start building Transcendence heroes, and if I then say, okay, well, I need Crystal of Transcendence and I run out of it, I can just throw the spheres in there. So no, I don't have to decide right now. Destiny Transition is in general very important. It is very important in SR Master. And I recommend if you have like the player guides over on discord.gg/. Is it discord.gg or discord.com? Am I stupid now? Am I stupid now? I have no idea. Bloody hell. Yeah, on the official Idle Hero server. Keep in mind, guys, I just worked for 12 hours before I started the stream. The Friday situation. I don't know why I even stream on Friday. I should stream on like Saturday after I slept. That would be nice. Okay, last 10 bombs, sadly. Then we have 9 singles, which I don't really want to do. Can we get like a single core? Wait. Can we get a core? So wait, selection? No, selection chest? And we need to get a core. This will be 2 cores, right? If we even find a chest for that. Why do we have so many? This one doesn't include cores. Those are like hero selection chests. Those don't really work for us. This again has no category, right? This is Stellar. We have chests for everything. Oh, wait. No. Don't we have any like this? I think I used those, right? I used those. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't have to think about it. Market? I think I already went market. Ooh, you're right. Look at that. Even though I didn't do the Idol Master today. You have to do Idol Master still. Okay, last 10 bomb. Let's go. We got another sphere. Nice. Let's see if we got more than 98. Yes, baby! I like to see that. 118. That is pretty fancy. Plus 20. I like to see that. Let's do some summons now. I was like, we have, it's already prepared, but we have like crap in our bag. We have like all of this stuff, which is not very good. Let's do some quick awakens. I can do some normal 10 bombs first. Let's do some normal 10 bombs first. Let's do the Transcendence heroes, because we have like a ton of Transcendence heroes. Let's do the Transcendence heroes with like normal 10 bombs that we watch, and then we can do like some quick summons, you know what I mean? With the quick, with the skip cutscene. I have to say, I already got 1 high roll, and it's in the YouTube video. And I'm going to post that YouTube video, yeah, I don't know, later probably, I guess. But we're going to check out those Transcendence heroes that I've drawn now, just like this, with the standard pulls. I think that's pretty nice. But that was actually not very nice. That was not nice at all. Let's get a Wukong. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We do have some stones though. So we could go stones. We could go a little bit Wukong, maybe? Let's do B- stone on Wukong. Let's see. It's like pretty low odds for A-. 1 in 100 or something. But if we can get like B tier, I think it's already like good. B-, solid B-. Not too bad. Let's do another B- stone. Look at that. Look how low the odds are. Look how low the odds are. Ooh, just kidding. We can do a 10 bomb bound B- course. Shall we do a 10 bomb bound B- course? Ooh, imagine that. We can do Quick Awaken. Ooh, we can do Quick Awaken. We can select all. Look at that. And then we can... Where are my bloody... Where are they? Wait, are they... Ooh. They're actually right here, right? Yeah. So we can't do that. We can do a 10 bomb bound B- stones. That's crazy. And then we can tell everybody that I didn't use B- stones. We will just... You can just do a screenshot of that and say, look what Wraec pulled. That's going to be like super stupid. Because nobody's going to know that we did like the 10 B- stones. 10 B- stones. That is so stupid, I've never seen that before. Because you need 10 of the same stone to do that. That's an insane pull. Oh guys, that's actually lit. That's actually lit. I'm kinda hyped for that. I wanna see some red. Come on. Let's see. Oh, that's green? Green, green, green. It's a B tier though. I mean, it's not too bad. It's a B tier though. We got 2 B tiers. Yes, my average summon quality. I don't know, guys. It's my average summon quality. I always summon like this. Do you get lower than B-? That looks so stupid. That looks so stupid, guys. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Wait, what else do we have? Okay, we can't do another one here. What is with the Soulbound Awaken? What do we have here? We do have 2 B- stones, and we have 86 of those. Now we are not going to throw those on like big copies, I think. We can do double with the B ones. Double B pull. So we have 2 B stones in here. 2 Soulbound B stones. We're going to go for that, and we're going to do Awakening here. Let's go. Double B stone. Let's see if we can get something good. Ah, screen again. I want to see some red. Okay, that was the higher one. It's like 2 B tiers. This one has B plus speed though. Like honestly, this is the better one. B plus speed. I don't hate it. We can get rid of those, honestly. There's not much use in those. We can do 4 B- stones. Let's go. 4 B- stones. Oh, that's ugly. What's that? What was that? That's B- without any green. What is this? We got B-, but we got no green. I was like, huh? Did I misclick or something? Didn't make any sense. That's such a cursed copy. That's such a cursed copy. That was such a cursed summon. I've never seen that before. That's crazy. I got like those though, 2 though. Like you have to get like a real roll. Got the red one on the B-. That was like really stupid. But I like it. I like it kinda. I'll be honest. Okay, let's do the double. Let's see. Has only C plus stones. I doubt there's going to be anything good. C plus stone is like... Verschärft it so bad. I mean, it's kind of cool still. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, obviously we can still do 86 summons there, which we should. But I like the soul bounce. I hate it if I would land on something good. B minus. Wasn't that like C stone? Pretty good. I like it. What else do we have? We got a B sphere still, a B core. Let's do B core. Come on! Green? Okay, it's completely green. Never mind! Sadness! Okay. Next one, we're just going to go for that. Select all. And let's do the next one. I had some nice stones. I mean, we didn't get, like, good stuff. But still. I got a fancy summon out of that. At least we got a fancy summon out of that. So I don't hate it. We can do this again. Select all. And then it's going to combine. It's not bad. SSS roll. I have to be careful not to click on that. Guys, I have to be careful not to click on that. Otherwise we're going to get random awakened SSS Freya. That's going to be like a bit stupid if I'm honest. That's C+. That's a random C+. That's like really bad. So that was like really bad. Okay, Resto we are going to keep. We're going to do the Transcendence heroes right here, and then we're going to do 86 summons, I think, for the normal ones, and then we're going to do some quick summons. Quick summons is going to be fancy too, though. I don't hate that. Quick summons will be fancy. They made the entire video because I thought, like, the idea of just doing the quick summons and just always getting, like, this little blink only is also pretty nice. But I hate the idea of getting my first S-tier hero, just like my natively summoned S-tier hero, and not seeing the bloody orange meteors. I want to see the orange meteors, guys. But also, if you're doing Gala, if you're still in session, we have to quickly do the Awakens. I think that's important. Okay, so we got that. So we have no more Transcendence copies, which means we can go into Soulbound Awaken and just use like the rest that we have with the 86 free summons, because this is just going to be free money for us. Let's do that. So 86 of those. I'm not going to use the SSS core. It's just not going to happen. That would be crazy. Now I'm waiting for like a really good hero. I'm honestly waiting more like for a hero that I want to do a Transcendence version of, you know? Oh, not a Transcendence version, X-tier version. That is mostly what I'm looking for. At least we're getting a little bit of green here on the Soulbounds. Even though this is going to result in Soulbound contract story, which is not really what we want. I mean, like for those, let's do skip cutscene. And we always have to select them again, it's annoying. Bam. Okay, it's nothing anyway. And we always have to select them again, it's really annoying. B minus Valk. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm definitely not doing this, because I want to get the Heart Watchers are actually valuable. The Heart Watchers are actually valuable. It's actually not bad. Let's do the rest of the copies quick summon. Quick summon basically is the way you do it on like Awakening session. Looks kind of like this. You have to have the skip cutscene active, and then you just summon all of the copies that you have, and it looks like this. This is of course macro support. There was an A- in there. I saw an A-, but this is also a little bit of the appeal, obviously. Oh wait, I have like a filter active. I have a filter active. I know, I saw it though. We have to check it out. Now that if I have to deactivate, we have to check it out. There was a King Barton here. There. It has to be this one. There we go. What the hell is that? What the hell is this roll? What the hell is this roll? We got CI offset control Wraec King Barton with A minus HP. So we can go ahead. We can use like the passive. The passive has no stun. I always thought the passive has stun. Is this just on the 5-star that has no stun? I'm no expert on him. Has no stun. That's crazy. It's only the basics that stuns. I always thought the counter stacks could too. But this was a crazy KB that we got there. That was a crazy KB. So now we try that again without like the filter. Yeah, but it's like I'm looking right here and I'm trying to see if there is some red. That's the thing. I hope we get like random SSS or an S tier. Just want to see that. Got the B. That's like D minus highest tier. B plus take Demon Hunter. That's some madness right there. But last time I checked and I was summoning and I missed so much. I found like B plus and stuff later. But I don't think I've ever missed like an A stat. If it's red, I see it in general. If it's red, I definitely see it. B tier, I think KB. Not KB, Lord Bait. Not bad. I'm obviously not really hoping for a high roll here. I kind of just want to go and I got to get this away because we have to retire everything now. We can filter, check out quickly if we got like A minus and stuff. So we have nothing there. We can add B plus. The King Barton was the only B plus that we got. But I don't want to keep it. I'll be honest. Because like, it's not that great. If it was the counter attack, I would be like, okay, let's try it, but it really isn't. Let's use my retirement script. There we can see. So, and we got a minus Umbreon. Kind of fun, honestly. I don't think he's super great, but he's still kind of fun. So I don't hate that. If it was like on a new account and you got a minus Umbreon, oh, I would build around that. Because I think he's still good enough for that. I don't think he's super great. I think you may have some fun work trying to make him work. I think you still will have some reasonable clears. But it won't be too bad. Like it's not completely pointless. It's not like the people that say, oh, I'm going to do a Star Alchemist Tom's Young fun account. And then they try to clear the first stage and the fun suddenly ends because it doesn't work. Because he barely does any damage. You have to get like a ton of stats to even make it remotely work. It's just not good. It's better to have like at least something viable that just not many people use. You can go like SFX because that's not something that many people use. Or you can go ATD. Honestly, from like all of the accounts, if I wanted to go like and do a meme account, it would be ATD. Because ATD gives you like very reasonable chances to clear stuff. And it's a cool hero with like some interesting scaling mechanics for preg and stuff. I think that's what I would do. Number 5 in leaderboard right now, yeah, it doesn't really matter. When am I testing Maria? I can talk about it, it doesn't matter. I had a fight against VH. Not like personally, against his friendless team. And he has like a Maria in there. And I was like, this Maria hits like a truck. Crazy. I think it was VH. I really wanted to make a video about Maria. Didn't really do it. It was partly because I didn't have a nice copy. I have that planned. What do you think about an account around Maria? Not bad, I think. I think can work. Might need a bit of planning. Maybe some steps like a round that where you have to do a little bit more than usual. But I think she's going to hit hard. I think it is not going to be a miserable time. I think that's the important part. It's not going to be an absolutely miserable time. It's going to be decent, I reckon. So, I think that's the important bit. We have like 600 chests probably. Oh wait, bloody hell. We have like, 814 chests. Ooh, what do we do, guys? I don't want to do ATD. No value, no value, no value, no value. So either we do SQH or LFA. I already got an A- LFA. Spoilers for the people that want to watch the video later. I already got like A- LFA. So let's go SQH. Or is SQH that much worse in terms of value? Oh, we have to check auction house, guys. A-. Let's check SQH. I think it should be pretty bad, right? There are none. Like there's this one. 6,200. It's crappy roll. But this is really good roll and it's 8k. There's like only 4 of those. I think if we got like an 80, it's going to suck. If we get A+, we have potential again. If we have A+, 37k. That's a good one though. That's really what people are looking for. No, I'm not going to do SFX. I don't want to get an A- SFX. I want to have something that I can at least throw into the auction house. You can convince me easier to go like ATD. Honestly. How bad is ATD in the auction house? How bad is it? I mean, it is going to be bad, we all know it, but how bad? How bad is that? That's not too bad. That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. I correct. There are only 3. This is pretty bad. Split 50-50? Nah. Nah. I think... Let's go. I want to get that SSQH. Let's get that SSQH. She got a little bit more value now because you can't random pull her anymore, I think. Because you don't get it from 5-star shots anymore. You have to have the bigger ones. So 814 summons right here. We're going to go with the Quick Awaken. Again, let's see if we can get like an S tier. I want to get an S tier. That was C tier. And we can still do a few SFX later. But I would rather go for ATD, honestly. If you guys can be convinced, I bought my ATD for 4,700. Don't tell me that now I don't want to summon anymore for him. Yeah, that's the problem. The problem isn't that ATD is super bad. He's like, mid. Nobody wants him. That's a bit of the issue. You can do pretty... Then that is kind of a selling point again. You can do a pretty cheap meme account with like a very decent ATD copy if you want one. You can get like for 4,000, 5,000 or something in the auction house. And then you have like your carry hero. These goes a B tier there. And you're fairly set with that. So you can do some fancy stuff. You have a ton of tenants too, if you go for that. You need kind of a second hero that is decent, but I guess you can go for like a supportish hero. You can go for like a tenant or something for him. Does he have good tenants? I don't even know what he has in tenants. He probably has some of the older heroes, right? Probably like SFX or LFA or something. I don't know if they added something later. Ooh, if they added DJN, that would be nice. DJN would be really nice in combination with him. Because they kind of interact with each other. So that's not bad. Our summons are, though. We got a B tier there. Kind of have to take the complaint back now. Got a B tier. Not too bad. I don't see red. I don't see red. So that's something I don't like. I want to see some more red. Orange, though. We are summoning SQH, of course. So we want to see orange, not red. Because we want to get those immunities. ATD copies. Okay, we can do ATD copies. We can do ATD copies, guys. We will do like, let's do one back of normal heroes, and then we do ATD. Then we do the chest that we get from that, we do for ATD. Because now we have like, I think like maybe 100 copies or something. I don't know. So not a whole lot. And yeah. B- there. I kind of tried, I want to look at chat, but I think I might miss something. We can check it out later, it doesn't matter. You got bound A tier queen in first 10 bomb. That's pretty great. Oh, I remember I used a B core on DTV when he was new, and I got DTV A-. DTV A- just for free. And I had this feeling, you know, I had this feeling that it was going to happen. And then it happened. So we can filter. We can check out B tier first. Definitely got a few B tiers. We got 7 B tiers, not bad. We can check out B+. Ooh, we didn't get a single B+ queen. That's crazy. A-, A+, S, 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 S. Nothing. We got ripped, guys. We got ripped. 244 chest back. I don't hate that. Okay, we can retire. Oh, I have like no idea, mate. Like, you have, for all stuff early game, check out the guides. It's going to be better info that I'm going to give you. If you have like, I don't know, if you spend 3,000 euro USD a month on the game and want some tips, I can help, but this is about it. You want me to hype up ATD so the price of it gets up? I think I may still have an ATD copy. Because I bought like a really cheap ATD copy. I think I sold it. Oh, I sold it. Yeah. I bought like a really cheap ATD copy because I was kind of betting on his prices to go up when he got like the treasures. Because I was hoping they would give him like good treasures, and then it turns out the treasures were like pretty mid. I think I sold him for 2k less or something. Made 2k off a lot. 2k Starry Gems loss overall. It was like really not worth it. Guess could have been worse, but. Yeah. How much Awakens needed for A- stone? I don't know. I mean, it varies every single time, Excalibur. Usually it's not worth it. I wouldn't do it for an A- stone. I mean, which hero do you want to summon with an A- stone that is worth it in the end? Like, for who do you want to go? I think most heroes right now exist at A-, and you can get them a whole lot cheaper there. Because you buy them for like, what do you pay? 4,000 Starry Gems? And then you have like the A- cheaper than with the core. And you can select the copy, and I think the supply for A- is too high for it to really be interesting. If you want a Gamba, okay. If you have like some copies or something and you want a Gamba, it's fine, but yeah, it's another thing. Honestly, if I was just like saying, okay, I want to make some money for idle heroes, the option is that you save up copies on accounts and offer them for S tier cores, or go for S tier cores and sell the cores. Auto-click skip. Yeah, this is auto-click right here for the retire. So I don't really want to do that by hand. Gets like pretty tedious during some things, then I rather read chat a little bit and retire automatically. Is he going for SSS? No, he's going for an SS core. And even that is going to be quite the competition. Because I think we have... It's always, the question is, how many people want to go for a tier? Or how many more people then actually can get the core go for the tier? So if you have 2 people going for SSS core, for example, it's a fight. If you have 3 people going for SSS core, it's a war. And if you have 4 people going for it, then you have a problem. And I think we have 2 people going for SSS. And 7 people at least going for top 5. So it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough. This is also partly the reason why I wanted to go like push early a little bit. Just so to show, okay, I'm probably going for SSS core. So that SS core, so that people see, yeah, B is up there. Just a little bit of communication there. It doesn't stop people from summoning, obviously, but it's like People know the name. At least they know it's not going to be that easy. Okay. We have to kind of reload. Our copies are a bit empty. We can start off with a few elite charts, because those are always now Transcendence heroes. Pretty juicy. We can go for elite 5-star dark, and we can go for elite 5-star light. It's going to give us some nice copies. This actually doesn't matter. I mean, we can go for the factional ones. We can go for the general ones. I don't think it's relevant anymore. Yeah, all of those can be actually summoned and put in there. I think we're going to go and just like do 1,000. Let's see what we get. Usually it's not Ziggy supporting somebody, but Ziggy doing summons. Either on somebody's account or doing an account himself. Yeah, it's probably going to be one account that's run by Ziggy or Itachi, I reckon. I didn't talk to them for this one because I'm not going for SSS core, so I doubt I'm going to really block them. Got a decent chunk of like the Dark Light heroes in there. Pretty good. And let's just summon those two. Quick Awaken. We can just summon those two and then see if we can get something good. And then we're going to take the, I think, how many do we have? We should have like 400, 500 chests, then we can use those for ATD. Why don't you use Alikita that much in PvP? Everybody's using her like crazy. I kind of like the idea of having Time Plume on my Stalchemist Tomsiang. That's not, in general, TBB, IEA gets half her power from having Time Plume, so a bit bad if you don't run it on her. IEA, and I made a stream about that, I made a video about that, and I stand by it, is, in general, one of the strongest PvP heroes there is. So me not using her is, yeah, not good, you could say, because you kind of do want her, yeah. So it's not a statement by me to say it is a bad thing, or that she's a bad hero. It's more like that I prefer to use other heroes at the moment. And I kind of think, yeah, well, my copy's S tier. I don't like S tier anymore. I think S tier is too low for me. Seems a bit weird, but you have to compare it to X tier. For me, running S tier is like if you have an A- and your copy's C+. Like, that's the feeling. So we have one copy that's A- and the other copy on your team's like C+. Sucks a little bit. VH Gaming, welcome! Hope you're doing well, mate. On featured streams in my feed, moving up in the world. I doubt it's going to be like a general thing. It's just probably YouTube suggesting my stream to you. I would reckon. Because we have decent amount of viewers here. I don't want to complain about that. It's not like extraordinarily huge. It's just like pretty normal. We are going to check out in a second, of course, if we got like A- or something. I'm reading more chat. S tier is too low. Yeah, S tier seems weirdly low. And for some heroes it is. Like if you go Basilisk, if you go with like any assassin, if you go Umbreon, and the rest of your team is like X tier or SS tier or whatever, S tier is not that great then. S tier in general, perfectly fine. If you have all your heroes at S tier, you are probably super, super strong. That's not going to be an issue at all. And you have access to like a ton of important stats at S tier. And usually there isn't too much of a gain from going to like SS tier or SSS tier. It's just like I have X tier heroes. So S is so far away from it. That's the thing. I wasn't even subscribed until now and it popped in my feed as well. Very important. I mean, not really for you to see my videos. For that, you don't actually have to be subscribed. You just have to watch them and then YouTube will show them to you. But if I have like any kind of sponsor coming towards my videos, they often pay based on the amount of subscribers, which is makes it kind of important to have a ton of subscribers. So that actually gets me money if you guys subscribe. Seems weird, but is the case. So let's see if we got something good. We just filter. We start with B-. Got a ton of B-. Ooh, B- Olivia I don't hate. E tier? Not too much, but interesting ones. It's weird that I now think Nakia is good. Because I played too much Pinnacle Gauntlet. B+. Okay, Field. I mean, not bad. And then let's check A-, A+, S, 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 S. We got nothing. We got nothing! I would have seen it anyway. I'll be honest, I would have seen it. I would have seen it, ladies and gentlemen! We have to do a bit of retiring and then we are going to do like 580 summons. It would be more interesting if there was like... if there were like a few more heroes in there. If it wasn't just those 6 heroes. If it wasn't just those 6 heroes. Never seen my videos before? That's crazy. I mean, I don't wanna say I'm famous, but like we don't really have a whole lot of content creators and idle heroes. So there's like 5 content creators and idle heroes or something. It really is rather limited. I make videos for quite a long time for idle heroes. They ruined it in the new update. You mean Pinnacle Gauntlet? I think they kind of have to remove Sherlock. Sherlock is such an RNG effect, that's really annoying. VH with the gifted membership! Appreciate it, mates. Thank you. Log Roblox got it. That's pretty good. I'm going to do a stream later, VH Gaming. Time for some advertisement for you. Mr. VH Gaming here, also YouTuber. Same for Excalibur. Both of those you should probably be subscribed to if you care for idle heroes content. Just a little bit recommendation here from my side. Definitely worth it. Excalibur has a nice video up about his A- LFA. Is definitely worth checking out. Can definitely recommend that one to you. I watched that recently. It was a very good video. But after the stream. You don't go out of the stream. You watch it later. Teresa. I can't really get around it. I mean, we have pretty global viewers, so at some point everybody probably is working. And I can't really... I have to do the streams when I am not working. My boss is pretty strict about that. They probably wouldn't like if I'm going ahead and doing idle hero streams at work. Though, I mean, I work from home most of the time, so it's yeah, not really an issue if I wanted to, but I mean, I have to work at some point. We have to make the money for this operation here as well. And maybe a little bit to live. That would be nice. Though that's not an issue, yeah. After the stream even is here. Yeah, you are here. You're here basically from the start. Overseas viewers too. We got viewers from like every area. We got a lot of German viewers. We got a lot of viewers from USA, Vietnam. We got a lot of viewers from the Philippines as well. Shout out there. I think those like are my biggest viewer groups. We can check that. Let's go into the analytics. We got so many subscribers this month. And we had so much view time. We got over 10,000 hours of view time. That was absolutely crazy. I don't know why, but we got insane amounts of view time this month. Which gave a good amount of money too, I have to say. For, I mean, like, not that I could live from it, from this channel, but considering this is like my second channel, even though I spent all my time on this channel right now. We got crazy amounts of view time. It was actually ridiculous. Okay, let's see. There. United States, the biggest viewers group, 15%. Then Philippines with 10%. Germany, 5.4. Vietnam, 5.3. United Kingdom, the Brits, 4.9. Indonesia, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, Poland, Sweden, France, Romania, India, Brazil, Turkey, Russia. Those are like the biggest groups. Those are like the biggest groups. Surprisingly low amount of viewers from Spain here. Those guys are usually fairly active online. Yeah. So yeah, biggest amount from the USA, was to be expected. You're watching while you're on vacation. I think you still count as from Norway. I think the address in your Google account is relevant for that. Philippines, super active. Ton of viewers from the Philippines. Also very, very big amount of players in Idle Heroes from the Philippines. It's definitely a popular game there. Well, I don't know how it fares compared to other games, but relatively popular compared to the game size, I would say. So yeah, we got those. Yeah, you can see it in chat. All the people from the countries that I just read out. We know it. It's just the case. North Korea. Kim, is it you? I'll be the only one with internet there, I reckon. Where are my bloody chests? There. Promised ATD. Ah, come on. 400 ATD. If I get an S tier SFX, you guys have all have to get the membership. I just want to say it. Every single one of you has to get the membership. If I get a bloody SFX and my complete luck for the entire event goes into SFX. I would then everybody has to get the membership. I don't care. Then I want 15,000 memberships in here. Very important. My god. Okay, quick Awakens. We start with the ATD. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, you guys. It's ideal. You are still laughing now, but when we get membership here, then... But they made the memberships too cheap. I made the memberships too cheap. I have to upgrade membership prices before we do that. I will do 10 USD per membership, and then we can do that. I think I made it to the minimum price that is possible. I don't think Google even allows me to make them lower. Because I just wanted to make it cheap. That was all I wanted to do. If we get like SSS ATD, I wouldn't mind. I'll be honest, guys. It would be pretty cool. If we get SSS SFX, I'm also not angry. I just don't want to get S tier. I want to get like a really cool copy. If it's like an aesthetically pleasing copy, I want to see the 9,900 attack and stuff, you know? Then I'm not angry. Google with the 5 memberships! Jamwell, Gabba Viking, Jadapan, F1 and Brynon got 1. Nice. Thank you, mate. Oh god. Oh, some air inside of me. In my lung. And Excalibur with the membership. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Easy got the membership. Oh, we are already at like the... so quick. So quick. We're already at the SFX. I didn't even see stuff. We could have gotten like 4 S tiers in the time that I didn't look at the screen, apparently. That's a madness. We got so many members now in chat. That's actually crazy. Green chat. Reminds me of Fifth Element, the movie. It's green. Nice. Well, then again, it's green as a Star Trek quote. Let's see again. What do we get? We start off with B-. Oh, decent chunk. Decent chunk. B tier. Not a single B tier. Well, so it's like 500 summons. We didn't get a single B tier. B+. No B+ either. That's crazy. We didn't even get a B tier, guys. We didn't even get the B tier. Check this out. We didn't even get the B tier. Bloody hell, that's crazy. That's crazy that we didn't get a B tier. It's not okay. Not okay. That is pretty crazy. I can now check what singular users do in my chat. That's crazy. I can see every single message that Zox wrote in chat. That's crazy. I didn't even know that's a new feature. I can see in which streams you guys even commented. Google has so many streams that he commented in. Madness. But I don't actually wanna see the chat on the YouTube page. Because on YouTube it somehow auto-translates it to German. I don't know. And the translations are so bad. So bad. Did you use the SSS yet? No, I'm not going to use it. I don't plan to use it this stream. I don't know why people think that. I don't plan to use the SSS core during this stream. We are going to keep it. So that I can write it in the title from a few more hero releases, so I can always write Worth and my SSS core. And then we can do a hero review. Clickbait maximized from this one SSS core. Visa for ST luck. Ah, bloody hell, I'm not going to summon for Vesa. She's so bad. We did this now. Next one is going to be LFA. I want to sell more of them in the auction house. Wait for new hero? Nah, I'm waiting for new hero. I don't... Only hero where I said, okay, I could go for Basilisk maybe. That would be interesting, but for the rest, I don't really care. I don't really care. So yeah. I need like the luck of no 7. He got like an S tier, an SS tier, an A+, A-, A tier. He wanted like an S tier Olivia, and he got like SS tier Olivia or something. Completely crazy. He just throws whichever hero he wants in there and then he gets like S tier on it. I think he owns the company, honestly. This guy's cheating. Probably cheating. Can't imagine anything else. God, the game is lagging. Collect it. Okay, 167 copy chests. How many points do we have? 36k. We're still only at place 5. We have to kind of do like a ton more summons. Like really a ton more. We are doing this very cleanly right now. We should probably just go ahead. Do we need like 5-star? Can we just use those? Just throw them out there. I think it would look weird when they are no longer there though. I think that would be weird. So now it's a little bit strange still. We can do a little bit of Abyss, fill that up. And then we're just going to quick awaken all of those. This is... The problem is with those shards, this is really all bad now. There's like not a single good hero I think in there, and we didn't group Forest. So Forest is the only one where I think the base hero that is not, that doesn't have a Transcendence version is still good. So like this can only be bad. So yeah, we're going to have to see what happens here, if we can get something good. And then I think Forest is still the interesting one. We're getting some lags here. Macro is usually fairly fast, but if there are lags, then then stuff like this happens. If you see this message, then we have kind of lags a little bit. It could be more. We are fairly maxed on that. It's just from some events you could have more, get more. I think No 7 is at 3,900. I think Toad was even higher. So it could be way higher. SSS incoming. As I said, we didn't even get like an S tier. And doing this gala, I got 1 A- already, but it wasn't on the stream. I made a video before, and in the video we got an A-. But yeah, obviously it's a bit of a thing. You see the little legs here, right? I'm going into the menu because this is tightly timed. It is really tightly timed. Obviously it's supposed to be fast, but yeah, we're losing out on a little bit of speed here actually because the menu needs longer to open. But yeah, no S tier that we get from this can actually be something else than food. Because there is no hero in there that has quality that would make it something other than food. I mean, Scarai would be funny, but I had like an S tier Scarai, I think. Just no damage. Saya, by the way, one of the heroes that I really liked. Saya was pretty great. and can stun the entire enemy team with a singular attack. So if you have like a full Saya team, it could stun your heroes every single round. Pretty crazy. That obviously gets defeated by turn 0 CC like TBB or now even Norton Hake. Though Norton Hake wouldn't be turn 0, it would actually be end of turn 1, so a bit slower than turn 0. But fairly faster. Did we get 5,300 attack King Barton copy? I didn't see that. I'm kind of just waiting to be surprised by the copies. I'll be honest. I'm just chilling right now. I'm just saying, okay, if we got an S tier, then I'm going to find out later. I don't even want to find out now. I will find out later. It will be good. Guys, please write in English in the chat. Please don't use any other languages, because that is not that great for the other people writing in chat if half of the chat is in, I don't even know which language that is. Makes it less fun. I mean, you can throw it in Google Translator or something. Doesn't matter if you can't speak English yourself. But English as chat language is important, so that everybody can understand it. I wonder what they're going to change for next Pinnacle Gauntlet. I was very surprised with this one that they had like those super high HP levels at the start. I think for the next one they have to change a bit more. I think they also have to change this damage over time buff thing, rune. I want them to remove Sherlock, and I want them to add some other heroes. Like, I really want them to add some other heroes. I want them to add stuff. I mean, does Saya make sense? Saya doesn't really make sense, because it really makes sense to use 2. Ooh, Oberon. Imagine Oberon. Oberon could be really OP in Pinnacle Gauntlet. People forget how great Oberon is. I think Pinnacle Gauntlet should honestly go into that direction. Like, featuring some of the all-time best heroes of Idle Heroes. I think if you have like stuff like Oberon in there, people would enjoy that. Okay, Oberon is also really annoying. Pretty OP. But yeah, PG was really RNG. It was a ton of RNG. Got RNG through Sherlock a lot, because Sherlock without CC Purify is still infinite CC. So makes it really annoying if your main damage dealer just gets dove turn 1 and is gone for like the next 6 rounds. Like, doesn't feel great, let's be honest. So dove in general is not the best CC. Yeah, not really that fun. I tried to do a bit of CC, but if it wasn't for the damage over time stuff, I think CC would have been better, actually. Because CC was also pretty good during Pinnacle Gauntlet. Transcendence Heroes, that they went for that now, was an interesting take. Was kind of fun. People going for Jara, for example. Where Jara is like, he's no play anymore. It's cool that they have like now those, they do stuff like this, where they have those game modes that really feature the heroes again that nobody plays anymore. And you get to understand that there was A- HP on that bloody, what's her name again? She was also pretty good with the doll and stuff. What her name? She was pretty good in Pinnacle Gauntlet. People didn't play her too much. I wanted to have an S tier Eloise, but people sell her for like 60k. Crazy. Ah, seems like we don't get one. Tix. Ooh, Tix Pinnacle Gauntlet maybe? Tix also really OP. I wonder if there are some heroes there they are afraid of putting them into Pinnacle Gauntlet because they would just break the entire game mode. But then again, they put Sherlock. Tix is pretty insane. Imagine there was Gustin in there. Ooh! Imagine you fight turn 1 Gustin and you lose to the bloody pinks. Ooh, how annoying would that have been? You could have legit lost to Gustin if it was in Pinnacle Gauntlet. There was an A- attack on that bloody Gustin. We got A- attack on the Gustin. Could have also lost to Horus. Yeah, I got an A-, but not during the stream. Actually, in the video before. We're going to post the video. Eventually. I don't think I saw like something huge. You play with Jara all the time. Transcendence version is no longer that great. I like her skills. I like some of these skills. I like that she has like skills that trigger when an enemy is CC'd on specific CCs. But there's too much. We got an A- attack on the Lord Bait. And there's too much in her kit that doesn't work anymore. So that makes it difficult. Yeah. You generally want all of your passives to kind of do something for you at least. And if one or two of those are just like made to make a meta that's long past more, well, survivable or basically work in that meta, becomes kind of difficult. Because you don't need to generally have a hero that energy feeds themselves now. It's nice when they do, but it's not like the huge thing it used to be. And you don't need to scale control immunity offset or control break anymore because you can get enough of those, especially on mages. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing. I think Jara could have a bit of a comeback. Like as a CC support, I think. Because she can do nice stuff. I can show you guys that. But first, let's check out the summons that we got. Because I know there were some good ones in there. We have to check this out. I don't know. Well, not smart. Wait. I don't know if it was like super high tier. We got like a bunch of B-. I saw that. Bunch of B-. The question is, what do we get for B tier? I think a few of those are good though. Yeah, I saw this one. 5,472 HP. What's her bloody name? What's her name? I forgot her name. I saw this one. The other ones must have been B+ then. Or way lower. Ooh, look at those. I saw them both. 6,000 attack bait. Those two are actually kind of crazy. Annabelle. Yeah, Annabelle. We already had a better bait. Let's be real about this. Nobody's going to want this. We had a better bait already. We did a video about it. I don't know about Gustin, but I don't think I want to have a B+ Gustin because that's 1,800 CSG. We got like a pretty crazy bait there though. I'll be honest. Let's check A- to S tier. Got nothing. Okay. So I think we are going to retire that though. Because nobody's going to buy it. You can check it out one more time. There it is. 100 million attack, guys. The problem is, he doesn't have imprints, he doesn't have Tree of Origin. So his stats won't be huge. We can't make him huge. We can, however... He also doesn't have... I thought he has imprints. He should have imprints, right? I think he got one. I think he has imprints. Let me check on like... Yeah, he got imprints in Tree. I think Bait didn't. Which is a bit sad. Yeah, didn't get that. So we can make this Gustin way bigger. I don't think we want to have like a huge Gustin, don't we? Nah, we're going to retire, guys. We're going to retire. I think that makes more sense. Just retired. When X-tier bait? Never. The problem is you invest into the bait and then and even if you were that crazy, if you have that money, you just don't get the stats from book 2 and 3 because you can't have imprints or tree. So you lose out on 2 books worth of stats, which is a ton. And then it's just a lot less fun overall. Yeah, Duke, I don't know if we are going to go with the treasures this time. Or if this is going to be a video, you know. We talked a little bit about them. We went through them one time. Talked a little bit about the stats. We didn't test them too much yet. I think we're going to make a video. Doing everything in one stream is not too good. because then you don't get videos. So we want to do some videos. Did you guys see the last video? We made a bit of a video about like a lot of stuff, honestly. Did a bit of a Hero Wars ad in this one. And there were some people I thought it was like really funny. And we're like, do you really have to do that? And I'm like, yeah, mate, 60-second ad. And they pay you like 300 USD for that. I really have to do that. Yeah, I do. I think I have to do that. And the game was fun. The game was fun too. Played the game way longer than I have to. I tend to do that. I'm a noob with this stuff. I don't know. When somebody pays me to do an ad and I start playing the game, I play this game for like at least 5 times the amount of time that I need to. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. Like, the longest I've played the game after I made an ad about was like half a year. I waste so much time on it. It's not smart. Really not smart. Really, really not smart. Yeah, but Mike, this is like just because of book. It's just because of the book. Nothing too fancy. Maybe a little bit of Treasure Train too. So, yeah, that's the thing. I saw, I don't know if it was a real screenshot. Didn't seem too real, if I'm honest. That later levels in the Tree of Origin are going to need cores. But the level was like level 55 and that didn't make sense with the Keystone level upgrade. So I don't know if that's true. We're going to see. Duke, did you test it? Did you test whether she gets a second trick? Because that was the thing that I was curious about. If the pink treasure gives her a second trick, if she's going to have 2 tricks at the same time. Because that's actually what would make her kind of interesting. I mean, if the game was fun and you were having fun, then why not play more? I mean, to an extent, there is no harm in it. It's just a bit problematic when you are like making content for some other games. Because when I'm spending time playing some weird game that I don't even make content about, then obviously that goes away from the time that I could play games that I do make content about. And I'll be honest, I tend to spend on those games. It's also not good. I mean, no harm. I have the wonderful opportunity, the wonderful situation that I have disposable income. But yeah, shouldn't start wailing on like 5 different games. That would be kind of bad. And like on Hero Wars, I didn't spend. It was all good. And then I had the ad for Motto Immortal, and they actually sent me. Oh, this was the best one. Motto Immortal. I started the game. They had like a lot of free stuff, and they were just like, here, enjoy. Basically 300 USD of Xolda coupons they sent me, and I was like, glorious. Loved that. Because it's so much fun if you go into a game that you play for a little while and you just can't spend without spending your own money. That makes it so much more enjoyable on the gacha games. That was pretty cool. I even fought for some leaderboards there. Didn't have the time to continue playing it, even though it was cool. It was a pretty cool game. What did I then do? Sword X Staff. That's now released, I saw. That was a weird one. They didn't want to tell me the release date. I was like, should I write in the comments or something when the release date is so that my viewers know when they can actually expect this game? It was like, no, we don't know yet. And why do you want me to make an ad? Yeah, make the ad, and we don't know about the release date. And I was like, okay, pretty weird. Yeah. And then there was... What else did I make one out? That was Strike Force. Got banned from that game. That was funny. I told the story recently on Discord. And then the last one... that was the one that I had to delete. Didn't have to delete it because it was like bad or did anything wrong. What was the name of the game? Bloody hell, I'm stupid now. Ladies and gentlemen. It gets late. Let's be fair about it. It gets kinda late. Dragon Traveler. Dragon Traveler, they bought ads on my video. And that video had like 250,000 views. They bought like 250,000 views worth of ad. Because it was like so successful, apparently, as an ad, my video. That they bought like way more than on any other video. And then Google started complaining about it. Because I had some of their scenes in there and they had like super nude stuff. Where I was like, I'm going to get my account banned if I show that. And I censored it. And it was the only ad that did well. And then even the censored one was too risky. And there was stuff in this game, like if you clicked on the wrong button legit on a live stream, I think your account would be banned. Like it would immediately be banned. They're crazy. Alzheimer Wraec, I'm kind of feeling like that, but it's after a long day. I'll be honest, after a long day. And I'm always bad with names. Let's game it out. No idea what that is. I don't know it. Not tested yet, but I think she doesn't get a full second trick. She just pulls another card and only does the extra. Oh, that's sad. I was so hoping it would be a full extra trick. Full extra trick would have been so insane. Like just getting like additional healing curses and stuff. I think then she's likely mid because she fell out of so many teams already. She fell out of many teams already. I think even if she got like a full second trick, it wouldn't have guaranteed her to be meta. And then her not getting the trick is difficult. But also again difficult to test, I think. Did a ton of summons this time. I think we're going to do the chess one more time for LFA, trying to get like a huge LFA, and then we are probably going to be done. I think most of the content creators for our age are old. That's true. The age is super old. Just kidding. I mean, I'm 31. Not that old. I feel old. Feel older than I am. Which is probably bad. I don't know. Yeah, what happens? You just get older. Quicker than you think. Quicker than you think. That's the problem with it. What's your all-time favorite meta? I really like the time. I mean, if we're talking about PvP metas, I'm not too sure. I think with PvP meta, I would honestly say for PvP meta, it was just when I still had a noob account and I was deleting enemies with E5 Penny. That was probably my favorite PvP meta. And after that, second place, I liked the time when you had to have Sherlock with Magic Stone Sword and the strongest and most vicious damage dealer you could face in PvP was an SFX. Like beginning times of Transcendence Heroes was pretty nice, honestly. Yeah. The current meta I don't like with the on-death damage. I think it's a bit ridiculous. Not really something I thoroughly enjoy. So that's a bit of a problem. And other than that, PvE meta, I think the 5-star Delacium stuff was pretty sick. Where we went into Void Vortex and cleared it with 5-star Delacium with Magic Stone Sword. And that's one of the last times when Idle Heroes nerfed something. They had to nerf Magic Stone Sword. Magic Stone Sword like this. Offsets not exceeding 100% of the wearer's HP, the damage received, capping the similar damage received at 20% of the wearer's max HP. This part in the brackets, not exceeding 100% of the wearer's HP, it didn't have that before. So it would always offset all of the damage that surpassed 20% of the wearer's max HP. And that meant that you could get some attack debuffs going and could live forever. GDP Delacium army with Ithaca was interesting, but I was mostly talking about Jesus is here, the Void Vortex clears. Void Vortex clears with that. There was some fancy stuff going on because what you needed to do was you needed to reset your monster. You need to reset your monster because the stats that you got, those were actually too much already. You wanted to have lower HP so that the enemy does less damage. I wanted like a better ratio of attack to HP. That was like the important part. Yeah. So Quick Awaken. Those are actually our last Awakens right now. We're going to do Quick Awaken of LFA. We're going to drink something before we start. There you go. With Sherlock and Inosuke and many people forget her. This one. Infinite duration attack debuff. This is an infinite duration attack debuff. If your enemies can't purify it and you replicate it, this actually brings the attack to 0 forever. It's one of the remaining infinite duration debuffs that we have. But this combined with Delasium, obviously, that used to make it so we could have 0 attack enemies after a short while, and then you could go for like 60, 70 round clears. And I remember that I actually did that at work, if I'm honest. I did that at work, and my phone was absolutely dying from the heat, from like calculating those rounds. It was just running hot. Yeah, I had to take a break from it after that. It is, you have to keep in mind, it is something you can pretty much do very well at work, because it takes like a pretty long time. Ooh, that was a nice B+. It was B+ though. B+ with a minus HP. But B+ overall. No S tier so far, and no A- summon during the stream. I mean, if we get an A- now, another A- LFA, I wouldn't mind. Because those are like, if it's a decent one, you get like 7,000-8,000 Starry Gems for that. Which, I mean, times 4 for the contract star is 32,000 contract starry. It's not bad. I don't sell B+ in general. Most of those not worth it. I guess if we are going for the forest pulls, and we get a decent chunk of Olivia's and Heart Watchers, could be worth it. Even if we get B+ to sell. But we have to see. A-? Did we get A- and I didn't see it? I doubt that. I think it was just A- HP. But we'll see. We're going to see. I mean, we are going to unveil all the good pulls every single time after that. Because sometimes you miss a pull. It's just the case. We got some pretty good B tiers. So it should be fairly good. It's also important. You also think you saw A-? That's crazy. That would be second A- LFA. Last time we got A tier LFA. Last time we got A tier LFA. That's crazy. It would be crazy if I missed A-. I think there was a B+ with A- HP, but if we're talking about another one, that's pretty crazy. Okay. We did the summons. Okay, we start B-. Good amount of B-. What about B? We got 5 B tiers as well. You can kind of check for the stats. Maybe we had this one before. Let's check B+. This one I saw. This one I saw. This is the A- HP that I saw. This was a B+. There's no A-. There's no A-, guys. You can check complete. Nah. You made me wrong. You gave me wrong hope, guys. Gave me wrong hope. There is no A-. I have the filter on. It's a B+. It was a B+, guys. With A- HP. Not even super high roll, sadly. How many points do we have? 51,000. I mean, we can surpass place 2. We can flex a little bit on that, I guess. Let's do the forest summons. 659 right here. Because we get like the Olivias. We got 46 Olivias. That's really good. And 43 Heart Watchers. 46 Olivias, 43 Heart Watchers. We can just quick awaken those, I think. I like it. 46 Olivias, 43 Heartwatchers. They are all worth a lot. If you get A- or above on Olivia or Heartwatcher, they do have pretty good value. If you get S or above, they do have really, really good value. Even compared to other Transcendence heroes. Even compared to something like LFA, the value on those is pretty good. So, fairly nice if you get S or above, but A- is still really good value. It's basically, those are the only remaining non-Transcendence 5-star heroes that have any good value in the auction house. So if we had like an A- or something here, which doesn't look like to be the case, no, then it's pretty good. Oberon, if we get an S tier here, that's just for me, because that would be fun. S tier is really expensive, yeah. It's really, really expensive. And if you get a huge one, okay, you definitely, if you have like an SSS Heartwatcher, you basically don't find somebody to sell it to. It's a bit of a problem there. But still worth a lot. But I guess not for us. We got a B tier with B+. I don't know if we can make good value with that. Didn't look good. Good HP, yeah, good HP is important, Robert. Safe, definitely. I would say. If you get like an A- HP or something, can be good value already. Was that A- Olivia? I would have seen A- Olivia. There was no A- Olivia, Zox. There was no A- Olivia. You are tripping, my friend. Or I have to apologize later, but we're going to reveal it. It's a little bit of the... I mean, this is macro summoning. It shouldn't have any hype, but it's a bit like somebody saw something, you know? And it's the reveal, I think, it makes it kind of interesting. Because I also don't see every summon, obviously. So I have sometimes look at chat and then I miss one. Excalibur saw no ace. Already crushing the dreams here. Already crushing the dreams. It's like opening CS cases a little bit here. We're not particularly lucky today. I have to sadly admit that. And when we last did it, we also had days where we just weren't lucky. B-. That's actually a lot. We didn't retire the LFAs. That's why I had such a small amount of slots there. We got a B tier Heartwatcher, but is it worth something? Oh, I don't even want to. It's B- HP. Yeah, I don't wanna go with that. It's B- HP. This is the one we had before. Let's see. No A-. We do them all. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. No, you didn't. This Excalibur, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. Don't worry. Don't worry. So we're 55k now. Do we stick close there? I wouldn't even hate just saying, okay, we summon a few more. We just go above 60. We have to retire one more time for that, though, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we got A- Flora. We got A- Garuda. We got an A tier LFA and an A... Or no, we got an A- LFA and an A tier Wukong, I think. Or was it A- Wukong? It had S attack and it was soulbound. And I still have it, actually. I built it through Transcendence recently. Because I had to build more Transcendence heroes and I actually built another Wukong. And I put the copy that we summoned during last Awakening session on that Wukong. So we actually do use this S attack soulbound copy now. And it was in IDA. And it was in the team that that had to save me and made me win IDA, actually. Because I forgot to set up my teams. And my second team really had to hard carry. 400k CSG and not an S. S tiers are really rare. Like, there is a very decent probability that you do an entire gala and you don't even get an A-. I think Siggy had that and told me about it. I had like nothing in there. Artorias had this as well. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was also an Omega Project, super big whale. He had this too. Not an A- in like an entire gala. Was less summons, obviously, back then. But yeah. The good thing is, For us, at least, we don't spend that much time anymore on Gala, because it goes relatively fast now. If you don't get any good copies, you will high roll like an S. I don't know. I would hope so. It would be nice. Can do a few more LFA summons, I guess. Do summons till A tier? Nah. I mean, we are going for SS core. You always go against me in FTA. I always forget to set up for FTA. And my teammate, No7, he's always complaining about it. He says, you lost again in the fight. You had like 20% win rate. I had to ban 3 enemy heroes so that you could win. And I was like, yeah, my team is just bad. And in reality, I forgot to set... I didn't set up... I didn't forget. I was too lazy. Let's be real about it. I didn't set up Star Souls and had wrong artifacts on the team and no soul power. And then, yeah, we get beaten. Well, no, the Star Souls obviously don't matter for FTA, but the soul power does. So that's a bit of an issue. And artifacts, obviously. It's so tedious. It's so tedious that you have to set it up every single time for some game modes. Like, let me set it up once. Let me set up a great team once. Let me test it in depth, and then we can do it. No7, yeah, he's strict about that. He was always like, you have to set it up. Yeah, just put 4x heroes doesn't guarantee the victory. Doesn't guarantee the victory. No7 and I always do the work for you, you lazy noob. Yeah, it's not even an insult. They are kind of right about that. They're kind of right. They kind of have to. And Daiko is no longer really that active in Omega Project or like in Idle Heroes in general because he quit the game. And ever since he stopped reminding me of IDA, I have missed like 25 Maverick runs or something. There was one guy that was doing a statistic and he was like, yeah, I want to do a statistic of the people that won IDA the most. You're not in it, Wraec, because you forget it every single time. I was like, yeah, it's kind of fair, I guess. It's kind of fair because I do forget it quite a lot. It's sadly true. Sadly true. I get carried a little bit by me being a bit of a whale and having pretty big copies. Honestly, with the effort I put into it, I would really lose more. I should lose more, honestly. I should lose more. Good account with lazy user is for many whales the case. But some stuff is just like so tedious. Like Star Soul quests. Oh, no, I don't want to do it. Changing around artifacts. Oof. Especially, I'm like focused on stuff usually. So like, I want to get big damage in Flame Shrine or in like Dawn stuff. And then I'm doing that. And to set up for FDA, I would kind of have to switch my stuff around. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And we can try in a second. Let's do try and see whether I can get higher scores now. By tipping a whale. Well, it does help with the content. I mean, I do obviously have some money, not a question. But we're doing the 1000 USD event completions, it does help. I don't ask anybody to donate or anything. Nobody has to if they don't want to. It's nice. I think the best support is still to just subscribe to the channel. If you do that, I'm honestly very, very happy. If you feel like you can get a membership for, I think it's now very cheap, then that's cool as well. I don't ask anybody to send money. You don't have to. If you want to get some starry gems and you go over to SG Hub, that's also an opportunity and does help me as well because then of course I have more starry gems to do stuff with if you go there. So that's good. I've pushed in Stellar Challenge. I pushed a little bit, yeah. I pushed a little bit in Stellar Challenge. Didn't use any bugs though. I didn't use any bugs or whatever. I know some people go in there and there is some kind of bug that is used. I don't even know it, to be honest. I just used like a pretty regular team. Can show you guys. Maybe we can first upgrade this guy. Let's upgrade LFA. Because we have the 4 stones here. Let's upgrade that. Hard branch to level 2. Holy branch to level 2. Pure branch. And now we get keystone slot. And it starts with a 10 star. I thought the 10 star might be fake. But now there's a 10 stand. Apparently later on you need like a core too. So now we have that. Let's check this out. So with the crown launch we have the keystone slot now. How much does it give us? 18% now. 18%. So that's interesting. But I think we still can't save it, right? Can upgrade here a little bit. I think we still can't save it. So if you want to go and like, let's for example try to save it here. I think it still softlocks the game, doesn't it? Yeah. If you try to save it here, it softlocks the game. You can get out of it. It won't save it if you sit like this, but yeah. I usually go like this. Level 52 need 1-star core for Lofa. Was it 52? Wasn't it like 55 where it was in the screenshot? It was 51 already. I think it was the Keystone branches that needed the upgrade. Yeah, but we are not there yet. We can try, and not Anniversary Dreamfest, we can see if we can get like a higher score here. Do a quick smash. Let's do 20 attacks. Oh wait, let's check out the score first. So it does tell you your score here. I've dropped a little bit. It does tell you your score here. 255 right now. And you can be surpassed. So like some people, they really surpassed us right now. I think No 7 was at 277 or something. We can just do like 20 attacks. These stats in there get higher. I don't even know if we have like the right... I hope we have the right soul power on there. I didn't check for soul power. Did we improve our score? We didn't. Did we actually not at all? Did I forget soul power? No, we got soul power. That's crazy. We can try one more time. I don't even know if it counts like the tree stuff really. Or if I would have to set it up again. We can just do 20 again, just for the stream. It's not worth it, but we can try it again. I don't even know if it's checks that. Has anybody tested that? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it's bugged still. We didn't get the highest score either. Wasn't worth it. Did nothing, guys! Did nothing! Was completely worthless. How much do we have yet? 55, okay. I'm probably not going to do more summons till like the end of the week. We have 406 here. Let's do a few more LFAs. Quick summon. And 406 should be like... What is that? 2,400 points? It's not a whole lot. It's not enough. 2,400 is not enough actually. You can throw like some regular dark in there. Fill it up a little bit. With dark light. So now we have like 1,000 copies, then it's worth it. You have to get better score to refresh. Yeah, if I got better score, it would have updated the score number. So we had this 255 still. We didn't get anything better, so it stayed 255. But I was thinking whether it's really counted the Tree of Origin Infusion. Because I often had the feeling it doesn't. I saw some big damage, but like not being able to save it in the presets, but being able to select it there, feels pretty weird, I don't know. So, not too sure. You're already addicted? Not really. The thing is, I'm getting not too hyped here. I'm also not really paying for it. So, I mean, I do SG Hub. I have SG Hub. So, basically, if I want some Starry Gems, I just take it out of SG Hub. So that's just the thing. I don't really have like this investment on that side. It's just fun. That's about it. What is the best awakening you got this stream? Sadly, it's probably a B+. It's probably a B+. We didn't really get good stuff. I have to say it. We didn't really get good stuff. We got a few B+. But we actually got only 1 A-, and we got that in a video before the stream. So, wasn't really too great so far. We still have a chance. We can still pull like another A- LFA or A tier LFA. Wouldn't mind an S tier LFA either. Snow's calculator said I'm going to get SSS tier. So better works. Haven't seen that so far. I don't know. But it would be pretty great. Don't people say to not consume what you sell? I mean, obviously, if I sold it, I would make more money. How does SGR finance itself? It doesn't really have to finance itself to that extent. Because the thing is, we farm the Starry Gems. So if you have other sellers, they resell Starry Gems that they bought. So let's say they buy Starry Gems and they buy it for X amount of money. Then they have to make Y amount of money, which is more than X amount of money. Because otherwise they don't make a profit. And they have to factor in that they have to pay the 5% transfer tax 2 times. Plus the senior privilege card. So for SG Up, it's a bit different. When you farm the Starry Gems, there is some cost associated with that, which is vastly lower than the selling amount. And then you have senior privilege card plus time. Time is a big factor for me. Because obviously when you open a ticket, most of the time I answer. And I was asked already whether I want to start selling 2,500 Starry Gem packs or something. I was like, I don't really want to spend the time to sell 2,500 Starry Gems. Because oftentimes there are people that you have to explain how their payment method works that have never done that before. And then they buy 2,500 Starry Gems and you end up spending like an hour to explain them how that works. And that's just horrible. That's really just horrible. Just rather have the time in my day to do other stuff. Then spend that time on selling those packs. So really, we don't have a whole lot of cost associated with SG Up. That's just the case. Did 103 affect SG Up? No, not at all. We didn't notice that. We thought it might. It didn't. Just didn't. So can't say it like that. It was way bigger for the free-to-play and everything. I saw some content creators saying something positive about it and saying, oh yeah, we have to fight the farmers. But it was the stupid people that say it every single time. And it didn't. I say it every single time as well. It just doesn't work. It doesn't fight the farmers. It makes the game worse for the normal players. And it is every single time the Age tries something like this. And they ban the wrong people and they give them no info and it sucks in the end. And yeah, it was the same this time as well. But this time I feel like they stopped doing the 103 bans. I think they just realized it wasn't good and stopped doing it. I don't think they have unbanned all the people though. So there are still some people where there's the problem still there. We got like a meme. It's actually pretty cool. With like B+ attack. That's pretty nice. Gurky. I think Gurky was the last hero that got nerfed. We got a B+ Bell Rain. That's mad. Let's check A- and S tier. Not that I saw something though. We didn't. Fighting the farmer, making the market worse. Yeah, I mean, like, fighting the farmer is not really the issue. It's useless, but you can do that obviously as a developer. That's just when your measures hit normal players more than the farmers, then it just doesn't make sense. 61k points. I think it's pretty good, right? It's not that we have a distance here that would make me happy. But we kind of established where we are going with this. I bet this guy's now starting to summon. If he didn't watch the video, I think this guy will start to summon. Because he's like, no, I don't want to see that. Because I think that's the last thing you want to see as an iOS player, is a guy that hammers in macros and has a ton of CSG right after you. That's like horrible. But I'm not going for his SSS core. I am not going for it, means somebody else might though. There's at least one person that I think will go for it. So yeah, he might be up for a fight. But I'm just going for SS core. And people that are already dropped out of it should think about it. As far as I know, one of those people right here will not get SS core. Just mentioning it. There's one person of those here, of those 4, that is not going to get SS core. Not me. Just to mention that. Not going to be me. Can be somebody else. Point details. Let's check it out. Pretty normal. Also pretty normal. A little bit more C tier than C minus is pretty normal. We got that. We got a ton of B plus actually. 9B plus is fairly good. 9B plus is really good. Very, very solid. Actually pretty rare. Good amount of summons. We got one singular A minus. Funnily enough, we are nearly at the point where I last time got my SSS core. So we can compare actually the awakenings that I got last time with this. Because last time I had 66,000 points and I did 11,000 awakenings. And we can compare. We were at 471 here, so we actually got a decent chunk more E minus. We were at 2,190 here, 3,180 here, 2,203 there, 996, 488. We had 503 here, 484, 260, 225, 59, 10. Oh no, wait. Yeah, 10. And we had 2 and 2. So we were way better last time. But we used cores. So we used more B plus cores. We had like 10 B plus cores. So that is what is kind of screwing with us and making this different. Because we got a ton of B plus from what we did here. But I know that we got one native A tier. But I think one A minus and one of the A tiers was from cores. So we're doing pretty decently. What really is missing is like high roll. If you got like a good high roll, an SSS tier basically saves your day. That saves your day. That's just like big value. I think for the moment, pushing one time to place 2, pretty happy with that. I don't know what the development will be. I can see those guys surpassing us. If I was this guy, I would consider stopping. Because you can get like a pretty decent value S tier right now. I think that would be way better. One of those 3, I reckon, will not get an SS core, and I'm just mentioning that in advance. I'm just mentioning it in advance. I know one guy that is going to push. Then again, I see cutoff. We're probably still going to have to go for 80-90k. What was the last one? Let's quickly check that out. Oh, bloody Awakens. I'll never find that. We have like a channel for that. I never find it. I always forget where it is. Is it this? Yes. Found it. Cutoff points. Yeah. Cutoff points. Last time we had 149,000 for place 1, 146,000 for place 2. Then we had 87,000, 87,000, and the last SS core went for 85,000 points. So 85,000 points for the last SS core. And then we went into S, and S started with 82,188, which was pretty crazy. It's kind of a lot. The last S core went for 69,000, which was crazy because I got my SSS core for 66,000. What was the cutoff point? Was the next one? Top 20, right? Top 20. Let's check top 20. 22,190. So like the last one that got an A plus core was 22,190. I think the age should look a little bit into that. Just saying. There are some more accounts that need to be looked into. I think farmer accounts should not be in Soul Awakening session. This is my opinion on it. It's just a bit of my opinion on it. Farmer accounts should not be in there. That's just my opinion. Okay. Doing more for SS than last SSS? Yeah, but let's be real. My SSS Dawn was super cheap. And it was because nobody wanted to fight me for it. Because people knew how many copies I had. I had so many copies that the copies that we use now are just the copies that I had left over from last time. I had enough copies to go to over 200,000 points. Easily. To go over 200,000 points. Nobody wanted to go there because why? Why do you want to go for 200,000 points? And I talked to Itachi as well, and he's like a very common pusher for Awakening session, and I told him, wait, I want to push at some point, and he said, just tell me in advance when you push, and then I don't push. And you can just have your gala and it's cool. I was like, okay, that's really nice of you. So I told him, I said, next gala I want to push, and he said, cool, all right. So he didn't, and the other people didn't, and we made a good show out of it, and we got it for like 66,000 points or something. I have to check for myself what we got. I can check that again. So I still have the infographics right here. Was it this one? No. Actually, it wasn't even the last one. It was the one before that. Yeah, 66,067 points. But it was cheap during that time for everybody. Like, Insayan, he got the SS core that I later bought and summoned my Madeline with. I bought this SS core from him and we summoned this copy with it. Pretty great copy because I really wanted high speed. We got 99 speed. He got his SS core for 46,000 points. So this was one of the cheapest galas we ever had. Place 10 was 28,500. Place 20 was 17,974. So this was one of the cheapest galas ever. I guess in that sense, pretty good. Yeah, it was the cheapest session. Even for the ranks below that. So yeah. If I get my SS core for like 85,000 points, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with it. I don't mind. I would just want to have some fun. Ideally, we would have gotten like some nice copies, a bit more hype. I reckon we are going to do a stream on Thursday. There's going to be one more Awaken video coming up. With an A- summon in there, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. So that's like really it. Power of having many copies, not really the power of having many copies. It's the power of Starry Jamal and using this, because this is the 1,000 copies and you buy this every single time. Hoarding won't get you there. You need to buy the 1,000 copies every single month from Starry Jamal. And then you do that for like 1.5 years and then you have copies. I don't know. I don't think... It's rare that Toad pushes. It's more common that some other person pushes and Toad buys the SSS stone. Because Toad can't push more often than I can, because he can't get more copies than I can. Because he also gets most of his copies from Starry Jamal. So it's limited to an extent. Yeah. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you have, maybe hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I would just say, I wish you guys a great day. Thank you everybody for joining in. And we'll see us in the next one.